everyone, this is Erin with Lizzie Knits, and I'm going to show you how to do the mattress stitch today. And this is a seam joining two pieces of stockinette stitch, and you're going to be seaming the sides of the stitch. So I'm going to put my seam against here, and in the end my seam will be invisible and it'll look just like the rest of your work. Okay, so generally, when you look at your knit stitch with the knit side facing you, and if you peek in between each knit column, you see that there's all these little like horizontal bars, okay, in between every knit stitch, more bars. So we're going to be picking up those bars, but along the side. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using a spare piece of yarn in a contrasting color so it's easier to see what I'm doing. But normally if you're seaming a garment or anything, you can use one of your working tails and a tapestry needle, and then like if this tail was longer, I would use this and work my seam. But I'm just going to show you with some bright pink yarn. All right, so first off, let me show you. Okay, you have to find the final edge stitch. So, this is my last column, and it kind of curls around because that's just kind of what stockinette does. So I'm going to be picking up the bars next to that last set of stitches. So this whole, sorry, I'm trying to hold this straight for you. I'm going to be picking up those bars that I showed you, but all in between here. And when we open this a little bit, the bars are in there. So as I work through, I will be picking these up. And the same for the corresponding stitches on the other side. There is a final row or column of knit stitches on the right hand side of this, and so you'll be going just to the left of those. So all these little bars in here, and we'll just start at the bottom and work our way up. Okay, so let's just start on the left side here, and we want to grab the first one. So let's say it looks like, okay, we want to go to, disregard this on the side. I'm going to pick up that first bar. Okay, and let's pull the thread through. Okay, and then now I want to stitch the first bar on the other fabric. That would be this one, not the cast on here. It's this one right here. Okay, let's pull that yarn through. Now we go back to the other side, and we're going to just keep climbing up this column. So you can see where I stitched that one last time, so now I'm going to do the one above it. Let's pull the yarn through, and I'm leaving my working yarn a little loose right now, but we'll pull it tight shortly. Let me get a few stitches going out of the way. Okay, other piece of fabric. Let's go one up. Okay, my needle grabbed that one bar, and we got strands of yarn all over the place. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just do a few more here. Back to the left fabric. I grabbed that one last time, so I'm going one up. Okay, let's go back to this side. Bring it a little closer to you. I grabbed that one last time, so I want the one above it. Okay, and you will just keep doing these two steps until you get to the end. So we'll go one up here. Here's going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, next one. Back to the left side. It takes a little time, but the end result is so awesome, and it's seamless, and it's hidden, and it looks so pretty and clean. I'm going to pause and let me work a few stitches on my own, and then we'll pull this yarn tight and see the final product. Okay, as you can see, I got a little more progress here. I didn't go all the way to the end, but if you're doing this on your project, you'd want to keep going. But for the sake of this, we'll just stop here. All right, so I have all these loose strands. We're gonna want this tight because we want these touching each other. But you can already kind of see this nice straight edges here, and the rest is going to be hidden behind as like selvage from the seam. All right, so let's see. I want to pull all this tight, and if I just start with this one, it's not going to get the ones all the way down here. So I like to just pull a little as I go. Also, you can pull these tight and then like do small sections and then pull it completely tight. Do a little bit more, pull that all the way tight. So however you prefer. So I'm gonna just grab a loop down here. It's starting to, well, and I'm pulling this end because it's not fixed. All right, so that's a little tight. Let's grab another loose loop up here. But this part's kind of fun because you're gonna see it all take shape. Okay. Let's see it pull tight. Oh, look at that. It's coming together. It's looking so good. I love this part. The seam is very satisfying. Let's see a little further up. That's this one here. So just take your time with this. Oh, I pulled the wrong side. Okay, there we go. See, it's nice and it's coming together. And now I think I'm at a point I can just pull this last piece. Here we go, ta-da! This is your seam. Look how nice and clean it looks. If you're, look at, it's like it matches, it lined up the two pieces of fabric, and it's basically, it's invisible. Like, unless you can feel it because there is, I'll show you the back, there is a seam. Like, just like any seam, there's this selvage, the little bump, you'll have a ridge in the back, but on the front of your fabric, it looks so clean. It's so perfect. Yeah, and that's about it. And all in between, it's all stitched underneath, and you can't even though I use pink yarn, you can't even tell. You can't even see the yarn underneath. All right, friends, that is the mattress stitch. Super helpful for joining together the sides of stockinette stitch. All right, well, happy knitting, everyone. Thank you for watching.